Late night bites with friends? Already hard to beat. That first too hot bite of fries you couldn't wait for, followed by ice cold Pepsi. Now that hits different. Suddenly, the energy kicks back in. The night goes longer, and the laughs don't stop. Because Pepsi brings out more flavor, more fun, and more of the moment. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a Pepsi Zero Sugar today.
What up? It's Interview Style, where we talk about movies or whatever. Iris, what do you got?
You once said that you can quote the entire film of Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Don't demur. I have a level 1 Pulp Fiction quiz for you.
Oh, come now. Let's do it.
I'm going to give you quotes. You have to give me character attribution. And for bonus points, context, either before or after the quote.
Okay. I'm a little bit shaken because we did Apollo 13 and I was really secure in my knowledge. And you were like, how far to the moon? How long? And I was like, 3 days. And you're like, how long? And I was like, 3 days. Well, how long did Tom Hanks tell his kid in the movie? And I was like, 3 days. And it was 4. So got to be careful with this one.
I got to keep you humble, Wes. And I'm going to deliver these monotone so as not to give you too much information. Are you ready?
Yep.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish
and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed who are those who, in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherd the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you or thee, depending on the context or depending on the scene. That is Jules Winfield. What else did you want? Ezekiel 25:17.
Okay, I guess I can't call you a freak because I like to memorize poetry, but how do you memorize this?
Repetition, as the way you memorize anything when you're not a total nerd.
But you are.
With no life.
But isn't that what this means?
It's quotable. It's on the clips for the movie. It's repeated a couple of times, a few times in the movie itself. So I don't know. You just learn it.
Okay. That was an easy one. How about this? And you know what they call a quarter pounder in cheese with Paris?
What? I don't know if that's quoted exactly correctly, but that's Vincent Vega in the car, the opening dialogue scene. And it's a Royale with cheese.
Any more?
Like, you know what they put on French fries in Holland instead of ketchup?
What?
Mayonnaise? God damn. I've seen them do it, man. They fucking drown him in that shit.
Arguably Quentin Tarantino's most famous work, but did you know that he had a co-author for Pulp Fiction? Tell us about him.
That was Roger Avery, I believe.
Tell us about Roger Avery.
He was a buddy. I don't think he worked at Tarantino's video archives, but he had some of the segments because Pulp Fiction is split up into different segments or vignettes. He wrote some of them, and then Tarantino, for his auteur sort of blanket thing, he wanted it to be exclusively him, so he bought out the rights from Roger Avery. But I don't recall if he split the Oscar, if Roger Avery got an Oscar for it.
Let's look it up. IMDb.
But Roger Avery is listed in the credits as a co-written by.
But it's a demoted co-written by. Yep. Oscar winner, Best Writing Screenplay. You mean Academy Award winning Roger Avery?
Yeah, Roger's rolling around and like, I'm an Oscar winner. And they're like, really? What did you win for? Writing Pulp Fiction. No, Tarantino wrote Pulp Fiction.
Aww.
He probably tells that to his the kids in his substitute teaching classes or whatever.
Stop. All right, how about this Roger Avery line? If I'm curt with you, it's because time is a factor.
Yes, that was Winston Wolfe. That was when he...
Would you like to bookend that quote?
Well, it was when Vincent asks him, said a please would be nice. And he said, excuse me? He said, a please would be nice. So let's get it straight, Buster. I'm not here to say please. I'm here to tell you what to do. If my help's not appreciated, lots of luck, gentlemen, or whatever, because he thinks fast, he talks fast, or whatever. And if I'm curt with you, it's because time is a factor. So pretty please, with sugar on top or with sprinkles on top, clean the fucking car.
All right. This interview style is explicit. How about this? The night of the fight, you may feel a slight sting.
That's Marcellus Wallace talking to Butch when he's saying that he has to take a dive in the 5th round, I believe. And when he does, that's the sting that he feels would be pride fucking with you. He's paying Butch to take a fall, which is difficult for a prize fighter to do.
Now, this is a pop quiz. I want to clarify for our listeners. This is a pop quiz. Do you think that this is normal? Do you think that most Pulp Fiction fans would be able to identify and complete these quotes?
Maybe not pull them to mind quite as succinctly, and I'm guessing that some of mine are slightly misquoted, some of my dialogue, but for the most part, yes. I think they'd be, that's when Marcellus was talking to Bruce Willis. What's his name? Like that.
Okay. And how many times have you seen this film?
I don't know, countless times.
That's when you
if
know.
If you include listening to this film.
Yeah, check out our interview style on that topic at orwhatevermovies.com, wherever you get podcasts. That's when you know you found somebody special. That's
Mia Wallace at Jack Rabbit Slims. When you can sit comfortably and enjoy a silence and share a silence. There's a lull in conversation when Vic Vega takes Mia Wallace out on a date at the behest of Marcellus Wallace, and it's super awkward, and he's being polite, but she takes it as a good sign.
All right, now for an easy one, and my favorite quote, Zed's dead, baby.
That is the very end of the movie. That is Butch talking to Fabian when she questions where he got the motorcycle. And the full dialogue goes, whose motorcycle is this? And Butch says, it's a chopper, baby. And she says, whose chopper is this? And he says, Zed's. And she says, who's Zed? And he says, Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. No, that's not the very end, because they still have a diner scene. What that is chronologically the last scene in the movie, when they ride off trying to get their train to get the heck out of town, because he's lost all his LA privileges after not throwing the fight, after, in fact, killing Floyd Wilson.
Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler.
Yeah.
And for the last one, oh, you were finished. Oh, you were finished?
I guess that's monotone. It might throw some people. Oh, you were finished. Well, allow me to retort. What does Marcellus Wallace look like? What? And that's Jules Winfield talking to, look at the big brain on Brad. Smart motherfucker. That's right. That's Brad. Who is trying to explain how things got so messed up with Marcellus, and then without responding, well, Jules's response is to pull out his gun and shoot a flock of seagulls on the couch, dead. And Frank Whaley, who plays Brad, is like shocked into silence. Does this conclude our Pulp Fiction quiz, which I aced, by the way?
Yeah, good job. Now that you know, get ready for the really tough one.
Wait, this is a totally different quiz?
That was Pulp Fiction Level 1.
Okay, thanks for playing, for quizzing me. But even though I aced it, okay, love you, bye.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
Electric acid.